Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we're going to discuss subject and predicate. So when we make sentences, we first name something or we name a person, then we say something about that thing or that person. So we first mention the name of the thing or the person and then we predicate that. That means we say something about it. So in that part, the part of the sentence in which we name the person or thing is called the subject of the sentence, and the other part where we predicate that person or thing, or we say something, we elaborately explain something, that is known as the predicate part of the sentence. So let me give you some examples. So the example is nature is the best physician. So in this sentence, we see nature, that is the subject of the sentence, as we are naming the thing, that is nature in this sentence. We are saying that nature is the best physician. So we are saying something about this subject, that is nature. So when we say something about that subject or we explain something, we add something to identify the subject, that is known as the predicate of the sentence. So is the best physician, this whole part is the predicate of this sentence, the predicate part of this sentence. Nature is the best physician, and nature is the thing we are talking about, right? So this is the subject. So that is how you identify a subject and a predicate in a sentence. So when we name something, like nature in this sentence, that is the subject of the sentence, and we explain something, we add something, we say something about that subject of the sentence, is known as the predicate part of the sentence. The subject of a sentence usually comes first, okay? They usually comes first, like in the previous example, nature is the best physician. Your nature came first, right? The subject of the sentence usually comes first. But there are times that when the subject comes after the predicate, like in this sentence, here comes the bus. The bus is the subject that we are naming the thing, the bus. We are talking about the bus. We are talking about something that is the subject of the sentence, which is the bus. And here comes the bus. Here comes is a predicate of this sentence. So the subject is the bus, which has come after the predicate. So usually it comes before the predicate, but sometimes you can also put it after the predicate or at the end of the sentence. Alright, in the second example, you see I have written sit down. Here we don't see a subject because it's an imperative sentence, and sometimes in an imperative sentence we miss out the subject or we don't mention it, okay? But we can sense that the subject here in this sentence is you, which is not mentioned. You is the subject of the sentence, which is not mentioned, like sit down. You here is understood, like we are talking, someone is ordering someone to sit down, and the other person knows it. That's why it's understood that to whom you're indicating, like sit down, you sit down. Okay, in imperative sentences, the subjects are sometimes left out. So that was all. Thank you for watching. Assalamu alaikum.